Welcome back to Mac Talks Football, and what a game of football it was. Milan versus Parma. Milan have stole it right at the end against Parma. They win the game 3-2. So let's go ahead and talk about this game. I mean, what a start to Sunday's day of football. What a game, a really close game. I really did not think that this game was gonna be so close, but it was such a fun game to watch. Throughout the game it was like a 50-50 thing. Both the teams were really at it. You couldn't really differentiate between the two teams. Parma, to their big, you have to give them a lot of credit. Yeah, they are really struggling at the bottom. They come to San Siro and they took the game to Milan. They really did not let Milan settle down, even though it was Milan's home stadium, and the stature of Milan and whatnot. Sorry about that. But Parma really did not care about that, and they took the game to Milan, and it really sort of shook Milan off, because I don't think they would have expected that Parma to come out of the blocks like that and take the game to get them. And Parma got the reward early on, as Wes Cancelleri scores the goal, and it is 1-0 to Parma, and they continue to play the game like the way that they move the ball today with the confidence and with the with just overall it was really good to watch. Especially when you consider where they are in the league, and the way that the problems that they are facing, but they played really good football. Milan had a comeback just before the halftime. They scored their goal. They get a penalty. I don't know what Suzuki was doing, pushing pushing the defender in the goal. It was stupid penalty to concede. Milan give away the penalty. Up steps Pulisic. He scores the goal. It becomes a 1-1. And we go into the second half with the game tied as well. But the funny thing was, you couldn't really differentiate between the two teams at halftime. Second half comes in, and again it was it was a sort of game that you cannot really pinpoint that one team was good or one team was bad. It was quite an even game. It was like end-to-end stuff. It was literally like a 50-50 game for the entirety of that game. And then Parma go ahead and they take the lead yet again. It becomes a 2-1, which were like about 10-15 minutes. 5-10 minutes to play, and you are thinking like, wow, Milan are gonna go go ahead and as they are gonna lose the game yet again. It is 2-1. It is not looking good. Parma started to defend. I think this is one of the problem that I have with teams. When they take the lead, when you're playing a certain way and you're playing good football, and you have gotten the results because of that. Like, Milan were really in trouble. Milan were not really comfortable with the way that Parma were playing, attacking them, and the thing is that Parma really did not give respect Milan that much, and they played football with freedom, and that really worked for them. And when they scored that second goal, and for majority of that game they played with that attacking mindset. Last 10-15 minutes, I never have really understood this, why they certainly went bad. Started to defend, and you started to wanted to hold on to that lead, and then that sort of invites pressure, unwanted pressure. They kept on going behind, further into their half, further into their deep into their box, and then Milan took advantage of that. They kept on coming, and as a football fan, you just sort of realize that it is going to happen, one way or other. They are going to concede, and they ended up conceding, right at the 92nd minute. It was a really good, well-worked goal. Parma were, carved open. Unfortunately, the ball comes in, and they scored the goal at 90 in 2-all. And then you're thinking that at least Parma should be able to hold on to a one single point. But Milan, the home side, it is an automatic sort of a thing that when you you have consistently attacking a game, and you then you are able to go ahead and score that goal. It becomes mentally the second team is doing. Parma were done after conceding their second goal, because they thought they are going to get the big win at San Siro. That is going to help them in their relegation battle. And then Milan go ahead and Chukwueze scores that goal right at the end. It was a lucky goal for them, and they scored the goal. It becomes in the 95th minute, and that was basically done. Like, the two of Milan's goals were quite lucky. Basically, all three goals that Milan scored were quite lucky, to be very honest with you. It was just quite a lucky night for Milan, to be very honest with you. they win the game 3-2 and they get 3 points. But to be very honest with you, it is if you look at the performances of Milan throughout the season, it is not like really inspiring. That's the word I want to use. The last weekend as well, they were really poor against Juventus. Now this weekend again, they got lucky yet again, and they could have easily lost that game. I mean, they scored 2 goals in the last 3 minutes to somehow get that 3 points against 17th place Parma. That shows you how much how much struggle they are in. That they are not really able to get the wins. They are not able to play football that they would want the fans, that the way the fans want. Before the season started, I said that they were not going to finish in the Champions League places, and the way their things are going, I really don't think they are going to finish. It is. I don't think the manager was the hiring of the manager was correct. It has shown quite consistently. There are so many Milan fans who don't really like him, and it keeps on showing in this game as well, right? If you are not able to play good football, if you're not able to easily defeat a 17th place Parma as San Siro, as Milan, I don't think it's a good look at you. At the moment, the fans are going to be happy. Of course, you win a game like that, the euphoria is going to be there. But the fact of the matter, it's going to be right at the back of your head that it was so hard for us to win against the 17th place Parma. But points wise, it was a good win for Milan. They really needed to win that game because I keep on saying, even if there's a very small chance of them qualifying for Champions League or qualifying for Europe at all, they really need to take it, and they really need to get the points. With Juventus losing last night, it gives Milan an opening. There are other teams who are going to play. Fiorentina are playing, Lazio are playing, so all these results are going to come in, and we're going to see what really happens to Milan, because Serie A every weekend the table flips completely. So it was important for Milan to get those 3 points, and at the end of the day, fans are going to be happy about it. They got the 3 points, the manager, and everybody's going to be happy about it. But performance-wise, I really don't think the fans are going to be that much happy that they had to fight tooth and nail against Parma to get the 3 points at home as well. Parma, on the other hand, I mean, they would be so disappointed to not get anything out of it. They were so good. You cannot really fault their effort. The way that they took the game to Milan, they really surprised them. It was a great performance. Taking the lead twice at San Siro, it is not a really it's not an easy task. A lot of big teams are not able to go ahead and play like that, and San Siro is a big stadium, and Parma being 17th in the table, I really feel bad for them, to be very honest with you. They were the underdog. Of course, as a neutral, you always want to support the underdog against a big team. So it was a really good performance. I think the good thing for Parma is that what they should do is just take good things out of this game, and realize that they can play good football, and they can play good football against other teams who are around them to get the points that they need to stay away from that away from the bottom. See, they are in the relegation battle. I mean, the top bottom 10 teams in Serie A are in the relegation better, so it is not an easy thing to do, but they really need to get some points. And I really think Parma are one of those teams which I personally think are going to be safe, because they have good enough players, and they are going to give you performances like this where they're going to shock everybody and they're going to get the points. Today, unfortunately, it did not work for them. They just lost it right at the end. Otherwise, we could have been sitting here and could have been talking about that, how Parma shocked Milan. So I think they have good enough players in their squad that can drag them out of this mess, and they are going to be safe. And in my opinion, they are going to be in Serie A next season as well. So yeah, that is from me in this video. Let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of Parma's performance, what you guys thought of Milan's performance. And as a Milan fan, are you happy with the way the team is running, and are you satisfied, or are you not you're not happy with the manager? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, share it as well, click on the notification bell, and of course subscribe to the channel. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers before the end of February, so please go ahead and subscribe and help the channel out. Until next time, bye bye.